Good evening, and welcome to Riderpiece Theater. Me, Alistair Dayhawk. Tonight, me proud to present Kamen Rider Geats, Episode 12, The Return of the Lucky Raccoon, or in this case, Tycoon. Yes, everyone, the king has returned, the lucky one has returned, Kawa is back. But it's been predicted since pictures are flying online, of Kawa returning as Tycoon once again. And I wish there were moments where they don't reveal it until after the episode, but it is what it is, and we tend to spoil ourselves. And for me, your favorite Danger Prince doesn't really care all that much. It just all depends on what I'm playing or reading. It just all depends if I want to get spoiled or not. But in any case, welcome to Riderpiece Theater. So in this tale, we have the continuation of the Labyrinth Escape, I guess. The only thing that's missing in these two episodes is Para and Dox from Yu-Gi-Oh! And doing their thing. That's what they're missing. So Sumari is recapping what happened last Sunday. Then you have Win and Michinaga, and Win is offering his hand in friendship in exchange, for his help to get rid of Ace. And of course, typical Michinaga, as you expect him to do, says, screw this, I'm going to do this on my own. I want to beat Geats my way. And I have to tell you, Michinaga, how many tournaments have you been a part of with Ace, and none of your antics, whatever, has made you come out on top? So I suggest that you come up with a different strategy, because I'm sure, like everybody else in the audience maybe, is sick and tired of Ace always winning. That's why the Game Master / Butler / Papa-san is trying his hardest to get rid of him. Let's face it, come on. So Michinaga does his thing, saying hell no. And all the while, and I noticed this too in the last episode, that Michinaga treats his civilian as garbage. Because if you notice in this episode, he just pushes him away, drags him off, and it's just, damn. I mean, I wouldn't want to be, I wouldn't have Michinaga as my protector. Nope. Hell no. Not to get treated like that when, I have a collar, and every time, I get choked, that means the Squidwards are coming. Come on, Michinaga, you have to at least treat your civilian with a little more respect. But nah, he just doesn't like to play well with others. Let's just face it. I wonder how is he like at work. I wonder, because he's in construction and he has to work well with others. So is he the same way there? I doubt it, because how is he gonna get paid? He would have been fired a long time ago. Anyways, the Squidwards attack both Michinaga and Win, as well as Ace and Neon's group, and of course Grandpa's group. And as they were running from the Squidwards, Ace's group, the old man collapses. And then we cut into the opening credits, and then we move on. So Ace figures out that they need a password in order to open the door, which is kind of obvious. And the old man, I actually thought that it's right here that the old man is gonna die, because he was giving out his last words to say, and then he tells Ace, "Can you please protect Kawa if I'm unable to?" He didn't reply, if I remember correctly, but he acknowledged that, okay, fine, I will protect Keiwa. Besides, whether he admits it or not, he is one of his friends. Um, so we have the Squidward attack. And then, Neon and Ace transforms and try to protect, the group. And Neon was pushed back, and then you see a squid maid approaching Neon with an axe, and it was about to, kill Neon. But then all of a sudden, the courageous little boy just steps in between it and her, and does this stop thing, like I'm not gonna let you kill her. You're not gonna hurt anybody I care about. And then this is where Keiwa gets his resolve now. Seeing that little boy protecting Neon just activated something within him, and he had the courage to just punching a few little Squidwards here and there. And then after driving the squids back, he asked Ace, is there any way I can participate? I feel like something came back, and I just feel like I need to be a part of this. And then all of a sudden, this is the part where the game master slash butler slash Papa-san gets really pissed off. So Ace tells Keiwa to touch his ID core. He touches his core and he gets his memories back. So everyone, Keiwa, the old Keiwa, has returned. His memories have returned. So he is back and not emo, lotto scratching Keiwa. The old Keiwa that we know and love has returned. And then Ace receives a call from the game master saying that you're not supposed to do that. Only I am allowed to bring people in and out and pick whoever I want to become a Kamen Rider. And Ace pretty much throws his ideology to his face. Like, I thought the purpose for this tournament is to bring people in, like people like Keiwa, to help out and win in the war against the Squidwards. He will be a great asset. So why are you discarding him? And of course, the game master was like, "You got." He was so ticked off. You can tell. I'm sure he has mumbling, I could already imagine, but he realized that he's right. So he figured, okay, fine, you want Keiwa back? That's fine, but the old man needs to agree to make this exchange. Keiwa will become the Kamen Rider, while the old man will forfeit his rider rights prior to the agreement. And of course, the Gramps tells the game master, yes, I agree to the terms. So therefore, Keiwa is officially part of the tournament now, and Grandpa is no longer part of the tournament, at least until the round is over. Then all of a sudden, the Squidwards attack yet again. Yeah, there's an army of squids. So you have Neon and Ace again trying to drive back the army of Squidwards, while Keiwa goes outside and pick up his boxes. And then when he came back, this is another cutscene. Michinaga was dealing with his own pack of squids and tries to use the ninja buckle, but then all of a sudden one of the squids just knocks the buckle away. And who picks it up? Keiwa. And just steals it and just runs off. And then you see Michinaga just looking over the railing to see, okay, where's the buckle? Whether he noticed Keiwa taking it or not is irrelevant, because he will see Keiwa pretty soon towards the end. So he gets the ninja buckle, and then Neon again gets defeated, and then Keiwa to the rescue. You see him doing his hero thing and drives them back. Goes to Ace, offers him the Magna buckle in exchange, as a thank you. As a thank you for getting his memories back. And then they wipe out the squids and defeats the squid rider, which unfortunately, he is defeated, but he gets back up and separates the group. I have to admit, Keiwa, as predicted as it was for him to return, him making the save and saving Neon, you have to admit it was good. Let's see. So the group got separated, and Ace and the little boy are outside hiding from the squids, and we get to see this tower he's staring at. And inside the tower, there's Win and Tsumuri. And I think Win was explaining to Tsumuri that this tower used to be used as a hideout for the remaining riders. Because apparently this game, and I'm sure some of the others, have been played before. And evidence of this, Tsumuri finds an old buckle, I guess, and Win spots a diary that contains clues on how to win this round. All of a sudden, Ace just jumps in, swipes the book, and pretty much tells them both that I know what you guys are up to. You guys are trying to get rid of me. Okay, here's the thing. How did Ace know about Win and Tsumuri's union thing? Was it obvious, or he knew it from the beginning? Because Ace as a character, he's too difficult to read. He's a good strategist, I have to admit, but every great strategist gets can get misled, or something unpredictable happens and the plan turns to crap. In this case, I get this feeling that Ace figured out what Win was up to from the moment he had this fake diarrhea thing, and then Win being paired up with Tsumuri, and this whole crush act was all an act. So I'm sure he picked up those things and figured out, okay, something is up. I don't know what it is, but he figured out that Win is trying to get rid of him under the orders of the game master. Another thing, did he knew all along? If he knew all along, then why play along? But then again, he's a fox, so he's just like, okay, I'm gonna wait until things unfold and then reveal that, yeah, I knew all along. Anyway, so he reveals the truth, and Win and Ace were about to fight in the tower. But then here's another thing that kind of annoyed me. Tsumuri steps in, tells them both that you can't fight in here, and secondly, sabotaging other players is against the rules. Tsumuri, explain to me this. Why now? Why do you decide to go back to your old job and be the referee, be the navigator, when before you were in league with the game master and Win to sabotage Ace? What the hell's going on? So I'm guessing now that you got caught, you act now as, the navigator, the referee. Jesus. Tsumuri, come on, you got caught. Just admit it. You were sabotaging along with Win to cause Ace to lose. And okay, I think another thing too, Ace pretty much picked up Sumuri's animosity towards him. The mere idea of having Ace as a brother pretty much says it all. And it's very telling since this arc started. So I'm sure that with Win and the pairing, that pretty much sums everything up. But he doesn't know why they want to get rid of him so badly, which is kind of obvious when you think about it, because I said it before. The game master wants to protect the secrets of the DGP, and also because he's so sick and tired of him always winning. And game master guy, butler guy, there is a, how you call it, a limit. You're the game master. You can always change the rules. My God, man. Just tell Ace, okay, this is going to be your last tournament. Regardless if you win or lose this is going to be your last. Plain and simple. But he's not going to do that. For a game master, you would have thought of that. Jesus. Okay. So Sumuri resumes her duties as a navigator, whatever, and all three of them return to the Hall of Paintings, and Ace fixes, the switch Win did in the last episode, and Ace tells Win, like, if you want to outwit me, you gotta do a lot better than that. and then he starts with his usual speech, his inspirational speeches, I guess, because he openly says, okay, I have no idea what's going on here, but I will tell you this, okay? We may be players in his games, but we're not his pawns. We're here by our own will. We fight for our own will, and we won't let anyone decide our fate. There you go. And then soon after, the Squidward just comes in and crashes the inspirational speech. So he pretty much tells Win and Sumuri, okay, yes, we're players in his game, but at the same time, he has no right to meddle in our fate. We're not pawns, and we're not playthings. We are here because we wanted to. We are here to achieve the wish that we've never had in our lifetime. Okay? So don't mess with it. Okay, so we have the Squidward army attacking yet again. So the riders get their golden fever buckle, and they've used it. And the purpose of this scene, to show the powers of the fever, of the golden fever buckle. And it's just a chance buckle, because the first time the riders used it, they swapped powers. From what I can recall, Ace got the monster buckle, Win got the I think got something else, I forgot what it was. Neon got the propeller. Oh yeah, Win got the ninja, while Tycoon got the water gun, and all of them, for the most part, didn't like what they have gotten from the buckle, so they did it again. And this time they got their powers, their original powers back, plus a golden scarf for their trouble. And I'm like, I understand the purpose, but at the same time, to me, it was a waste of time, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about that one. So they got their powers back, and the let's see. Yes. So Ace and Win defeat their squids, and Win gets pushed off. Then you have Ace like sliding from below, shooting at the squids, the squid rider actually. And then before that, the squid butler mentioned something. He mumbled a word. It said Jurapira, which causes Ace to like, could it be? So, let's see. Yeah, so Win and Ace defeat their squid rider only to get the buckle and the driver picked up by another squid. It transformed. It muttered that word. And then, the riders defeat their squids. They reach the door, which, by the way, I had to say this. CGI, it's very noticeable. You notice it right away. Because once the riders defeat their monsters, they return to the gate. Then you see Ace and his group, coming from behind, and you see that god awful CGI. You can tell that they're in a green screen almost right away. I'm like, Toei, you have a bunch of money in your vault somewhere. Can you just invest on improving your stuff? That's okay. Alright. I mean, it's better than the revised CGI, but no. I'm not gonna get started on that. I'm not. So Ace figured out that the symbols underneath the paintings are directly linked to the door. And those symbols create a word. And let's see. And those symbols, at least the chosen symbols, create this word called hirake. And Keiwa says that word. Unfortunately, the door doesn't open. However, there's an added thing, an added twist. Those symbols are letters from the alphabet. They are the language of the Yamamoto. So yeah, that's their language. So now it's their job to decipher their language in order to open the door. But the Squidwards, again, unleashing their army on the riders. So some of the riders are holding the squids back, while the others are trying to figure out, this word in the Yamamoto language, which is Soruda, which opens the door. They escape, winning round 2. Now, leading towards the final scene of the episode. The writers says their goodbyes, even though I mentioned this last week. Where in the hell are the other passengers and the bus driver? Where in the hell are they? Are they safe? Are they dead? We don't know. I think those 3 passengers, and even Keiwa included, has forgotten what the hell happened to them or just don't care. I think that's the question for the week. Where the hell did the bus driver and the passengers went? Because they only rescued 3 of them. So they say their goodbyes. The old man, talks to Keiwa, and then Sumiri comes in that, Gramps is no longer a part of the tournament due to the agreement he struck, so he is eliminated from the tournament. But before he left, I thought it was really cool for him to say this. Like, Kayla is feeling regretful for what happened, but Gramps told Kayla that, no, I'm cool. Like, look, I may be old, but being part of this tournament made me feel like I'm young. I returned to my youth. Like he has no regrets, and he got to live his life regardless of how old he was to the fullest. And the cool part at the end is like, yes, I wish for my youth to come back, but after this, I don't think I need it anymore. I thought it was badass from his part. And then he disappears, he retires, he goes back to his old life without the memories of him being the rider and part of the tournament, so he's back. And so afterwards, Tsumuri gives a pen and card to Keiwa to write his new wish. And apparently he wished for all the people that were kidnapped from the Squidwards to be brought back. That's his new wish. And then typical Ace saying, oh, that's cool, that's all grand. But the end result of every single tournament. I will win. I mean, it's very grand of you, typical Keiwa of you, but the results will be the same. I will win in the end. And Keiwa's like, you're so lame. I hate Ace. I hate him due to his smugness. Ugh. And then in the background you see Michinaga and Win, and Michinaga is asking the right questions. Of course, Win is not gonna tell him, for free, unless, of course, he cooperates with him, and that leads to a door slightly open because he ends it with "it depends." So the door is open to a possibly Michinaga and Win alliance just to get rid of Ace. Will he be desperate enough to join? I don't know. Anything can happen in the DGP. And then this last scene, we get Evil Gardener, declaring war on humanity. The age of the Squidwards, the Yamamoto, will come, and he is declaring war, and that's the end. Yeah, so if Evil Garden Man were in cahoots with Butler Man / Game Master, he is officially went rogue. And yeah, that's it. The episode as a whole was good. It was predictable, I have to say. Keiwa returning as Tycoon. I'm sure somewhere down the line his sister will become a writer, and I'm sure it was due to the Game Master plotting something. I'm sure he's gonna use Keiwa's sister to maybe force Keiwa to go against Ace. That could happen. That could happen. Let's see. Tsumuri just, went back to doing her duties and declared that sabotaging players is a doo-doo. It's a no. When before she was like standing by and watching Win doing crap. The Golden Fever, seeing, I understand the purpose of it, but it's just the execution fell flat because to me it was a whole waste of time. What's the point of using it when you get your powers back and you get a golden scarf. I mean, okay, alright, fine, whatever. Ace now knows the truth that the game master is trying to get rid of him. We still don't know what happened to the bus driver and his passengers. And Grandpa did this great, send off at the very end. And also, there was no scene of Michinaga and Keiwa like saying, "Oh, you're back? Yeah, I'm back." No, there was none of that. But then again, Michinaga does not care. He does not care. Keiwa is just another obstacle to his soon-to-be victory against Ace. He's after Ace, but is he going to join forces with Win? That's a possibility, but we don't know yet. I think that's it. But guys, in case I did miss a couple of important facts, please write in the comments below. Because even though I have my notes in front of me, there are some things I may have forgotten or missed. So please, if you've seen the episode and thought that I was missing something, please write in the comments below. Also on the comments below, tell me, did you like episode 12? And if you dislike it, please tell me, what would you do if you had a second chance to fix it? I already mentioned the flaws of this episode, with, the poor CGI, the whole discovery of the cahoots between Win and Sumuri. To me, I would have preferred the secret to last a little bit longer, maybe until Christmas. But no. Also, I have this other theory, which I hope it doesn't come to pass. Does Ace already knows who the Game Master is? Because here's the thing. If he doesn't know, that's great. But if he knew all along who the Game Master is, then this whole thing is a whole waste of time. And we will eventually get a confrontation between Ace and the Game Master and be asking, okay, why are you trying so hard to get rid of me? But I don't know. It's gonna suck if Ace knew who the Game Master is already. But yeah, that's also another thing I wanted to ask you guys. Did Ace knew right away about Win and Sumuri already, or he just discovered it during the episode? If he already knew, then again, it's just another letdown. But he just knew right away, okay, that's great. Because I feel like Yuya is trying to make Ace to be 2 steps ahead. He is a broken writer. There's nothing that Ace could overcome, and he's too smart to be outwitted by anybody. And it's been portrayed, at least this way from the beginning. But hopefully down the line, there will be things where Ace, and with his strategies, be oh, I didn't see this coming. Hopefully. But right now, Ace appears to be broken, and he's starting to annoy me. Other than that, I think that's it, guys. I mean, that's it. Before I start to rumble, please give a like if you like this recap / review. Please subscribe because it helps. And if you didn't like, my take on the episode, thank you anyway for listening this far. And yeah, thank you so much. And I'll see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!